While they were on the phone, he also made threats against me, my family, anyone who associates themselves with me, even his own friend that was talking to me as well. He said that he was about to start putting cheese on people's heads. So when I heard him say that, my nice Nancy self, I text a friend and I say, look, don't associate yourself with him. Don't talk to him no more. He's making threats against me and also you for even talking to me. The friend replied and said Mr. Million woke him out of his sleep around 3 o'clock in the morning, calling him, and he asked, what did I say to him? I told him that I would call him and tell him and that I had just found out about the threats being made. And he said, yeah, he's upset with me for talking to you. And I just found out where he stays at now. He's moving to Detroit in a couple weeks and he's not moving too far away from me. And I know where it's at because he showed me on FaceTime. Now, I haven't said every little detail, but when I was on the phone with a friend, he was telling me about how he was from Detroit and that he felt like when Mr. Million asked me to drive to Detroit, that basically he was just coming to see him. He said that around that time, Mr. Million was telling him that he was going to come up there and visit soon. I replied and told him, we're just going to talk over the phone. I was still talking to, at the time, the now ex-girlfriend, and I had told her that the friend had just told me about Mr. Million calling him in the middle of the night, and she tells me Mr. Million done called her sister in the middle of the night as well, demanding for his money back that he had just spent for her birthday. Whole time she was telling me that, I was just like, wow, this man really crashing out now that the shoe is on the other foot. She was then telling me that another reason why she couldn't wait and had to go on and say something to him was because she had basically seen him with another female on his social media. Of course, being his girlfriend at the time, she has a girl already coming to her telling her that he owes her money, and then she sees him with another female. She just had to say something. Then she's like, well, I know what he's capable of. I know how he is. He could possibly pop up on me. I don't know. So I suggest that if you want this TV, the wall mount, and the rug, that you should just go on and come get it now. I told her that I could come pick the stuff up the next day, and she was like, cool. Not too much longer after that, the friend had called me asking about what Mr. Million had said about him. I told him that I was in contact with the girlfriend and that she was going to come let me get my stuff. He was telling me about how when he had spoke to Mr. Million, he was telling him that he was in Michigan and about this new spot that he had got. I told him that's all false. The girlfriend got his location and he's not in Michigan. And I said he's not staying at no properties. He don't got no new spot. He's staying at hotels, suites, and penthouses like he said. Now he like, so he just lying about everything. And I said, you're just now realizing that? We had went back and forth and then we eventually got off the phone. The friend texted me out the blue and was like, I want his drop. And I sent back laughing emojis and was like, wish I had it. Then he was like, I'm about to put a bitch on him. I'm like, shit, he gonna bite on that for sure. These specific messages that I'm talking about right now are the messages that Mr. Million tried to post, trying to make it seem as though I was trying to set him up. When all in all, he was just telling his friend what to say to me. But I'm going to get to that. I said that nigga's a snake with so many faces. Why you think he called you in the middle of the night? He was trying to see what you knew. He said he's dumb as fuck and he moves wrong. I said, literally. And he's fucking with the wrong people. He's really trying to carry out this lie to the grave and he's really going through the most. He said, I'm going to tap in with my cousins in Atlanta because I know he goes there and I can't put a female on him here in Michigan because he's stupid, but he's not that stupid. I said, I'm sure you'll think of a master plan and he thinks you stupid for real, but he can't play in everybody's face. I said, I just wanted to let you know beforehand before he tried to do some silly shit and blindside you. An hour later, the now ex-girlfriend calls me and she's like, I don't know what he's on, but he's bugging out and he's threatening me. And I would just feel better if you go on and come get the stuff today. She said she even had to change her number. I'm like, what the fuck? But I didn't hesitate. I jumped right up and got right on the road and was heading on my way. As I'm on my way to her, I get a text message. And after I got this, I instantly called the now ex-girlfriend and asked, what is going on?